as the former ambassador to the UK and Ireland and in your credentials. Can you talk just a little bit about your experiences and the importance of the Saudi relationship with the UK and what how you would characterize it?
For me, it was a very important experience because it was my first lesson, if you like, in working as a diplomat. And I remember when I was saying goodbye to Tony Blair when I was appointed ambassador here. I told him that this experience I had in England, I considered it to be like acquiring a degree in diplomacy. Because having gone through that experience, I felt that whatever I do after that, that I was well grounded in the skill of diplomacy and the technique of diplomacy by my experience with my British counterparts, and told him that I will forever consider the UK as my alma mater in this matter. But the British, of course, have a longer history with us than the United States, but nonetheless, they've had an equally important effect on Saudi Arabia, because London is truly, in my view, the hub of international media. Whether it is through the various news organizations that operate out of there, or from the, particularly when it comes to the Middle East, the connection with the Middle East, and the number of people. I found out when I was, for example, ambassador in London, that London was the 8th largest Arab city in the world in terms of population. More Arabs live in London than in some Arab capitals. So from that context alone, it's an important interlocutor with our part of the world.
I heard just the other day there were more children named Mohammed.
I read that in the press.
Than any other name.
In the UK in general.
Yes.
And so, all in all, for me it was a learning experience that I enjoyed very much and benefited from. And when you go to places like Oxford or Cambridge or other universities in Edinburgh, in I don't know, other towns in Birmingham and so on, you get a sense of how ancient that country is. They talk to you about issues that began in the 12th century, and customs and traditions that last until today. For example, the chain of office that a Lord Mayor wears in one of the towns and so on, specifically a designation from the monarch. There is someone who takes care of the mayoralty elected by the people, but the monarch appoints a Lord Mayor, as an example. And he carries this chain with him and so on. And it's inherited from one Lord Mayor to another. And this custom goes back, I don't know, probably to time immemorial, and as far as the first feudal lords that established writ over the English or the British Isles people. And it was another example of tradition. The Queen wants to go to the city, for example. She has to take permission from the city burghers. Before her car would enter the limits of where the city starts, someone would meet her on the road, dressed in some medieval costume and so on, and escort her into the city. So while it was fun watching these archaic and in some cases very amusing practices, nonetheless, it gives you a sense of history and tradition, and being in a place where people know what they're doing, or hopefully so. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Again, we appreciate your time. Inshallah, it won't be 4 years before we have
Come and see me in Riyadh next time.